Hello, and welcome to the Santaland podcast. I created it just for you. I'm your host, Tony Felice. In each episode, I'll read to you for 10 minutes, and then we'll talk about what we just heard. Like the cricket in my story, I'll guide you through a grown-up fairy tale, one that explores ideas of existence, identity, and the soul's journey through trauma, and the transformative power of love. By the end, you'll have heard my whole story, a sneak peek into the creative process of bringing a book to life. Maybe we'll read other books together. But for now, follow the wise cricket and discover the Santaland within yourself, a place of hope, connection, and peace that's already inside of you. This podcast is especially made for those like me who feel a little different and maybe talk about math at weddings or philosophy at funerals. And like me, maybe you have a loving husband or a wife or somebody else that loves you. If not, we're here to love you because you're in good company, my dear friends, here in Santaland. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Santaland podcast. I have a rare treat tonight. Tim is joining me. Say hello, Tim.
Hello, everybody.
Tim is joining me to play his character, David. So this will be fun. Let's see how this goes.
I know.
Do you think you can nail it on the first take?
We shall see.
Okay, awesome. Okay, without further ado, chapter 36, entitled Leave It to David to Sort Out. I waited until it was appropriate for me to slide under the door. They lay on the floor of the laundry room in the barn. I love the sound of the dryer. David said, head on warm chest. He was distracted by the thumping in Tom's heart. The heart he loved. Or was it his heart? Tom said that when they got married, they each switched hearts. So now David carried Tom's and vice versa. Since Wendy passed, it was bumper sticker philosophy all over the place. As if, in her passing, all of Tom's creative pursuits needed to happen all at once. And the fact that life got in the way tended to drive Tom mad. David wondered if those were the thoughts that all couples have. He believed they were special, somehow. They had outlived almost every relationship around them, with a few exceptions. Tom's parents, his sister Claire, and a handful of others. Some stuck it out, others waned. I think your head cut off circulation in my arm.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's just my back and shoulders.
You carry too much weight on them.
I have a lot to think about. Oh, and I have some other news. Kellie's coming. David sat straight up, looking like a lumberjack with flannel shirt open, hairy chest and jeans in a heap nearby.
Kellie?
Yep, one night.
When?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Shit. Meredith.
Do you want to try that again? You just found out that Kellie...
Yep.
So you just found out that Kellie's coming when Meredith's coming, and you know Meredith's a dragon, and you're getting prepared to slay her. So you're like you're not sure how to deal with this.
Okay.
You're like, tomorrow, oh my shit, Meredith, right? Okay. I'm not telling you how to do the line reading, but that's the kind of thing that you just think about it.
Right.
You're like, all of a sudden I'm springing you that somebody's coming. You've been running around all day getting the place together.
Right.
In the previous episode, I don't know if you remember my previous episode, but in it, you're running around the house.
Right. Trying to get things right.
I know,
right.
I'm just teasing you. All right. So, okay. So that was a line reading that could have used a little work. So it's like, Kellie's coming. Kellie? Yeah. One night. When? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
And then it dawns on you. Shit. And then you're stuck. You're frozen because you're David. You're not mad at anybody. Right? You want to please everyone, but you were going to bring the hammer down on Meredith, and now your thought, can you do it in front of Kellie?
Right. So
those are the thoughts that are going through your head. So the line reading for Meredith has got to contain all of that emotion, that thought behind it.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. I have the comedy, and you have the straight man, which is far more difficult to do.
Right.
It really is.
Shit. Meredith.
Nope. Try it again.
Shit. Meredith.
No.
Tomorrow? I know. I'm just reading from Shit Meredith. So
right.
Tomorrow? Shit. Meredith.
No, it's like a question. It's not a question mark. You're like, fuck, Meredith.
Okay.
Right? You're suddenly realizing. So it's almost like, ugh.
Gotcha.
That's how you're saying. It's like, huh?
Yep.
Oh. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So that's that one. And then you're like,
Rosie.
and I said, it's already taken care of. And you go, Rosie?
Yep.
Like now you realize, Rosie?
Yep.
Right? Okay, sweet. Matt as usual. And then she's all bluster. You know she'll stick around. And you're like, Rosie? You're like, Rosie? Really?
Rosie?
She's not going to stick around.
Right. Okay.
You know that because I'm your husband and I'm very optimistic about things. So you're like, Rosie? Yeah, she's sticking around. And I'm like, yep. And you're like, why? Because Meredith and Kellie have never met? Like, what are you up to, Tom? And I said, exactly. Should give us a little buffer. Don't you think? Okay. So on the next page, the reading, do you really want to do that to Kellie? Now think about it. You guys have been friends for years, but also you're trying to get her to not come, actually. Because you're not sure where to do it because
do you really want to do that to Kellie?
Well, it's different than that. It's because there's more angst in there than that because you're trying to bring the hammer down on Meredith. You think Tom's invited her probably, and you're like, do you really want to do that to Kellie? Like you would when you're trying to talk me out of something.
Right.
So you got to read the line like that.
Okay.
And then when I say, she can handle it, it'll be interesting to see the dragon lady meet the butterfly. And then you could be absent-mindedly be like, I'll put her in the blue cottage away from Meredith. Like you're thinking, right? I'm really responding to what you said. Do you really want to do that to Kellie? Because this is how we talk in conversation. Don't answer the question directly. I say, Kellie's more than she appears. She'll be happy for the privacy and the good internet connection, right? So I'll be agreeing with you on that. And then you're like, I have to run to the market. Need anything? Now, why are you going to the market would be the question. Are you planning something sneaky? Are you just running an errand? Mm-hmm. Like have that be the intention behind the answer. Mm-hmm. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
All right. The reason why I'm doing this, ladies and gentlemen, is because I didn't give him a chance to read it. Because I want him to, for a couple of purposes. When you talk to people about the inner workings, the behind the scenes of how to put a podcast together from your house, right? I don't want you to over glamorize it. I want you to know because how we've had to stop like quite a few times, planes, air conditioner, lots of other things. So I tell you what. Let's do it again. Let's crush the dialogue. Okay? I think your head cut off the circulation of my arm.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's just my back and shoulders.
You carry too much weight on them.
I have a lot to think about. Oh, and I have some other news. Kellie's coming. David sat straight up, looking like a lumberjack with flannel shirt open, hairy chest, and jeans in a heap nearby.
Kellie?
Yeah, one night.
When?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Shit. Meredith.
Already taken care of.
Rosie?
Matt, as usual, won't speak to me. Refuses to add another place setting, She's all bluster, though. She'll stick around.
Rosie?
Yeah.
Why? Because Meredith and Kellie have never met.
Exactly. Should give a bit of a buffer, don't you think?
Do you really want to do that to Kellie?
David said in a voice that one uses to say, do you really want to put all that sugar on your cereal? To a 5-year-old. She can handle it. It'll be interesting to see the dragon lady meet the butterfly.
I'll put her away in the blue cottage away from Meredith.
Kellie's way more than what she appears, David. She'll be happy for the privacy and the good internet connection, though.
True. Listen, I have to run to the market. Need anything?
David said flatly, jumping into his jeans and buttoning them easily. He winked. Going to go see your boyfriend, huh? The hot one down at the doggy food store?
Yeah, I'm driving 8 miles to flirt with that boy. No, I have an errand.
For what?
None of your business.
Okay, Mr. Mystery. I have to get cooking.
Okay, see you later.
They embraced. Before David rushed out of the room, Tom grabbed him. Thank you.
For what?
For just being you. David smiled with nostalgic eyes.
See you in a jiff.
The door closed. When David left, his presence left with him. Some people are like that. Man, you sometimes miss the obvious, his sister said on the phone when Tom called her about the arrival. David can handle Meredith. You think all those wildflowers on the side of the road up to your house got there by themselves? Look around, Tom, at what your husband does. You know that's his work. I didn't, but that makes perfect sense. Thanks, Claire. Don't mention it, Tommy. Okay. So what do you think? That was your first time on the spot.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You did pretty good.
Thanks. I'm sorry I missed the exclamation point with the question mark. I wasn't catching, the excitement.
No worries.
I'm supposed to be excited, and I'm following your tone.
Right.
And I have to stop doing that.
Right.
Because I'm me.
Right.
And so I have to react as me, not as your tone.
So one of the things I wanted to do was not overly romanticize this thing, right? As far as doing the podcast goes, because I don't want it to be absolutely polished and perfect. That's not the whole thing behind this. Right. You know?
Yep.
So does this sound like something? Well,
do you want to do it one more time? Do you want to do a whole another take from here just to play it safe so you have it? It didn't take that long. I mean, it literally took us 5 minutes.
It didn't take that long at all.
It's up to you.
Seriously? You want to do it again?
Yeah.
All right. You're itching. Okay.
I want it to be nice for you. That's all.
Yeah. Take your time. All right. Here we go.
All right.
Okay. We're not going to make you listen to the dialogue again. I kept our interchange here just so you could see the chaos it takes to bring a podcast to life, especially from our house. And also that Tim had an opportunity to chime in. Now, I threw the script at him and he didn't get a chance to read it, but I think he did a pretty good job. What do you guys think? Also, if you want to hear a clean reading of the chapter 36, then shoot me an email, or maybe I'll put it up on the website. So in any event, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I'm a little behind this week because I am having a flare, and so I'm moving a little slowly. But I am so grateful that you are here, and I look forward to talking with you next time. Bye now.